Hey everyone, J-Dog here, Johnny Duke, the old guy gamer, and one of the things that I'm most excited for the MLB The Show 23 game this year is the Negro League Showcase. I already ran through the Satchel Paige one, and it was very interesting. There was a lot to learn. For you history buffs, it's amazing. But that one's done, and I can't recommend it enough because you also do get a lot of rewards like a ball in his habit pack and obviously a 90 overall Satchel Paige. If we look at Hilton Smith, and you look at the rewards, as you can see, there's stadiums, bat skins, packs, whatever. But at the end, if you didn't know, if you do them all, you get this 95 overall Buck O'Neil. So we're gonna definitely play through them. Obviously, some of these guys I've heard of, and some of them I haven't really. So this is really interesting for me. One of the guys that I really don't know anything about is Hilton Smith. So let's check it out.
Hailing from Giddings, Texas, is one of the greatest pitchers you likely never heard of, Hilton Lee Smith. Hilton Smith was a great pitcher, primarily for the Kansas City Mobs. And Hilton Smith pitched alongside the legendary Satchel Paige, and they were polar opposites. When Satchel walked in the room, the room lit up. You knew he was in the room, and if you didn't know, he was going to let you know that he was in the room. Hilton Smith was the exact opposite, very quiet, very workmanlike, unassuming, but just as lethal, possessing what many believe to be the greatest curveball this sport has ever seen. Hilton Smith was indeed the truth.
All right, so I'm a big fan of those little vignettes that they do in between the moments. I will say that they did pack a lot of information into this mode. It's very cool. Probably one of my favorite showcase modes that I've seen. Especially if you care at all about history or learning about players that were well before your time.
Here's the left fielder, Harvey.
Let's see, a lot of these older players have terrible windups that I can't stand, but
And a pitch.
this one isn't too bad.
That one's in there, and we're underway. Swings and lines a base hit into left field.
It's too bad that his primary pitch is the curveball because, well, we'll see what they did for this year, but last year the curveball was one of the most inconsistent pitches you could throw. I almost rarely threw curveballs last year. It was that bad. At least with the analog style that I like to use. I don't know, probably that pinpoint accuracy one, it's better, but I ain't got the skill for that one. Took me long enough to learn how to do the analog pitching.
Got him swinging. Digging in, Reese. In there, and it's 0-1.
Great story about how Hilton started his pro career. In 1931, he beat a former Negro League pitcher named Willie Owens, who recommended him to his semi-pro team, the Austin Black Senators. They signed him up, and a week later, he pitched Austin to a win over the Chicago American Giants.
And down on
So you get those really interesting little stories in there. The commentary is much, much better this year.
Takes a look at a called strike. A guy who makes an impact not just at the plate, but also in the field. Going to count 1-2.
There we go.
For the strikeout.
All right, so the first mission's down. It's that easy. I mean, it looks like these are going to take you anywhere from 40 minutes to maybe an hour, depending on, how good you are. So it just starts firing off the next episode, and then we'll watch the little story if they have one. Nope, not for this one. So 2 innings, don't give up 2 runs. Pretty straightforward.
We go to the 8th. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Murray. Now this is in the air down the line. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. 1 up, 1 down. Hilton Smith only pitched in one game for the Monarchs in 1936, but in 37, he led them with 11 wins, including 9 at home in Kansas City. Taylor, the batter now, as he swings and misses for strike one.
I also learned through these little vignettes that they do that the Negro Leagues were the first to introduce nighttime lighting, and it was out of necessity because they were only allowed to use these stadiums on Sundays. So they normally got a couple of double headers in. Which is also why I guess everyone was dressed to the nines, as they say. It's great. There's really a lot that you can pick up just from watching these little short, minute-long videos. It's really fascinating. I've never made it out to the Baseball Hall of Fame, and I would really like to. I would love to see all this history.
And he flips a breaking ball in there, or a changeup. Either one, something off speed. Good arm action on it.
All right, so cruise through that inning.
And a swing and a miss, and that's that. We go to the ninth. Now it's the switch hitting outfielder, Smith. In there for a strike at the bottom of the zone. Next offering is downstairs. And the 1-2 misses to even the count. Smith comes to the plate. Smith just
got him looking.
Locking up the win. And here is Glass. And first offering is fouled off. Smith wheels and deals. On the ground right side, and it finds its way through for a hit. So a man aboard now with one away.
Well, that may end up being an at-bat we go back to later on when this game is over. Got the top of the ball a little bit, but not much. That was hit pretty hard through the infield, so I think he'll be happy with that swing. Definitely generated some good bat speed.
Oh, boy.
Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit. Lead runner touches second, headed for third. Now the tag at third, and they got him.
Well, at least we threw him out.
Here's the catcher.
One more out.
First pitch, and that's in for a strike. Next offering is in for a strike. Ball game. Hilton Smith slams the door.
That was a good example of a very inconsistent curveball. That was way off where I picked it from, and I don't think I missed that badly. But that's been my problem with them all along. So you get a few more rewards, some icons, some stubs, and XP.
Buck O'Neil believed that Hilton Smith had the greatest curveball this sport has ever seen. The legendary Monty Irvin would go on to say that it was the greatest curveball that he had the displeasure of ever trying to hit. He threw the big 12-6 breaker, and he threw what he called a tight curveball, where he would drop down 3/4, and he threw it all with pinpoint control. As a matter of fact, Monty Irvin would go on to say that you could know where his curveball was coming from, and the break and bite on it was so sharp, you still couldn't hit it.
Alright, so we just got to strike out 2 batters, pitch 2 innings. Seems pretty easy.
Ready to go now, and now Murray. And a pitch. That's off the mark, and away we go this afternoon. Smith comes to the plate. Swings and misses. And a count 1-2.
That breaking stuff from Hilton Smith is just so tough to hit. Sammy Hughes was a star in the Negro Leagues, and he said he'd rather face Satchel than Smith because of how sharp Hilton's breaking stuff was.
Here's the second baseman, Taylor.
I really do enjoy listening to the commentary on these moments.
Top of the first. Bunt attempt, but that goes foul. All right, Siggy, who had the best breaking stuff of anyone you had to face in your career?
I'd say Pedro Martinez's slider
Pedro.
was pretty devastating.
Can't wait to get my hands on another Pedro card. Alright, so we've got our strikeouts done, so now we can just cruise through the next 4 outs. Hopefully.
And the first pitch misses for ball 1. And a big swing and a miss. So now 1-2. Next pitch is outside. Swing, and that's ripped towards right center. Lays out, but it's off his glove. Base hit, and the inning continues.
Get him.
Tag,
Nice.
and that's out number 3, inning over.
I was going to say, I felt like he should have caught that ball. So there's the justice.
Going 1. 0-2 as he waves at that one. Got him.
Struck him out.
So digging in, Glass. In there for strike 1. Comes up empty on the swing. 0-2 now. Smith wheels and deals. Smith
There we
with a
go.
strikeout on the knuckle curve. And now the first baseman, Bates. Swings through that one. 0-1.
This lineup's going to have to find a way to make him work a little harder out there on the mound. I mean, he is just mowing them down. He's settling in. You got to make him uncomfortable. Maybe step out of the box, call timeout, do whatever it takes.
Got him. And how about that?
So we cruised through that one. 5 strikeouts. I mean, obviously, it's not a difficult setting. So now we get a stadium choice and some more goodies. Let's see if there's a video coming up.
Hilton Smith was one of many great two-way stars in the Negro Leagues. And over recent times, we've become enamored by the nature of two-way stars, primarily because of the great success of Shohei Ohtani. Well, the Negro Leagues were filled with great two-way stars, and Hilton Smith was just one of many. And what made Hilton so special was when he wasn't pitching, he played the outfield and had a lifetime batting average over 300.
All right, so now we got to get 2 hits. Let's see how we bat.
Monarchs ace Hilton Smith digging in now.
I've said it before, I'll say it again. I love this bat PCI. I feel like it really helps me get to where the ball is. Much better than the circles or whatever. Like, this is the multiple diamonds, like, or circles stacked on top of each other. This one is simplistic. I love it.
For Kansas City, a 1.53 ERA, and on top of that, he batted .353 and he slugged.
Boom! Ah, just a little foul.
That's a bullet, but it goes foul.
You know, 1941
Little
is
in
a
front of it.
baseball year because it's the year Joe DiMaggio had his 56-game hitting streak. Ted Williams hit
Little behind it.
6 and won the Triple Crown, but you can make a real argument that Hilton Smith had a better all-around
All right, let's see if we can
season
get this
than
one
he did.
just right.
Next one just misses. Ball
It's a
2.
tough take.
On the ground
Well,
to third.
that'll do it.
And it gets by him. Quick throw back in.
So that was the fourth one of these challenges, so we're already halfway done. We've been at this for about 15 minutes, so it's not too bad to get through these. The rewards are worth it, you know. 300 hitter. All right, no little movie. So we just need one extra base hit, so we'll see if we can get through this one as well pretty quick.
Here's the two-way threat, Hilton Smith. The other way, pulls it down, and there are two away. Hilton Smith faced down some of the best in baseball and succeeded. He was really excellent in barnstorming games and impressed a lot of major leaguers, including Bob Feller. And that's a base hit. And with the inning still alive, here comes the heart of the order.
Hey, can I call you back?
Yep.
All right.
Bye.
I think a great example of that, Boog, is when the Monarchs played the Dizzy Dean All-Stars at Wrigley Field in Chicago in 1942. Hilton Smith and Satchel Paige pitched for KC, and they beat the major leaguers 3-1. Hilton gave up one hit in 3 innings, struck out 3 batters, and he got the win.
Kicks and deals.
Ooh,
Hammered on a line to the left, base hit.
that'll definitely get us in for doubles.
Lead runner holds at third, so 2 runners in scoring position and just 1
Cool.
out.
All right, so we're cruising along here. On to episode 6.
His first game in Kansas City, his first full season with the Monarchs in 1937, what did Hilton Smith do? He only threw a perfect game. Yeah, he blanked the Chicago American Giants 4-0. Hilton Smith had that great breaking ball and then a dominating fastball to go on top of it. You've got to sit on his fastball, and then you had virtually no chance of hitting his curveball. That went along with a repertoire of other great pitches, but the curveball was the pitch that really made Hilton Smith unhittable.
All right, 3 innings, no hits, no walks, no HBPs. All right, so we got to do the perfect game for 3 innings.
And now the shortstop, Murray. And a good fastball to start him off. That's strike 1. Hilton's perfect game really set the tone for his 1937 season. He led the Negro American League with 11 wins, 3 shutouts, and 99 strikeouts, all while hitting over 300. On the ground right side. Over to first. And the lead.
All right, 1 down, 8 to go.
Taylor, batting with 1 down, takes a strike.
Yeah, Hilton actually led the league in strikeouts for 4 of his first 5 seasons with Kansas City, and his perfect game was actually historic in another way, Boo, since it was the first no-hitter thrown in an official Negro American League game.
2 outs, base is empty.
Yeah, that's
Now the
cool.
third baseman, Hayes. That one's in there.
You just keep feeding me these juicy tidbits. I'll keep consuming them.
Next offering is in for a strike. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
All right, struck him out.
Out of the bottom
1
of the
inning
eighth,
down,
he
2
is the
innings to
switching
go.
outfielder, Smith. The wind to the pitch. And ball 1 to the right fielder. And 1-2.
So impressive how the velo is still there even this deep into the outing.
Got him swinging for the strikeout. Blew the express right by his bat for strike 3. Stepping in, Glass. First pitch just misses. Swing and a miss. And the count 1-1. And that's in there at the knees. Next offering down low and in the dirt. Smith comes to the plate. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Smith still locked in with 2 gone now. Now Bates.
Nope.
First pitch doesn't find the zone.
Nope, 1-0.
Next offering is in for a strike. A little out front there as he swings through it. Swing and a miss.
All right, cruised right through that inning.
Bottom 9, and now it's going to be Hughes.
I could see this one being one that takes a little bit of time. And all it takes is one bad pitch, or just some slightly bad luck, and you got to start it over.
They have the opportunity to put this pitcher in the history books. They are going to make the play.
Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. Just 2 more to get here. McDonald now at the plate as he swings through strike 1. And a weak ground ball to the left side. On to O'Neill. And now Hilton Smith just...
All right, we're down to the last out.
And that's in there for
Historically where I'd give up these kind of games. Let's see.
Smith wheels and deals. Popped up to the
Oh,
left into foul ground. It's over. Hilton Smith.
All right, so that one's done. Got my ball in as a habit pack.
Hilton Smith did something that I don't think we will ever see done in the game of baseball again. Hilton Smith won 20 games or more, 12 consecutive years. He goes 6-1 in exhibition games against Major League All-Stars. He was likely the best pitcher in all of baseball at that time, who by the time that Jackie Robinson breaks Major League Baseball's color variant, he realized that he was too old. The majors came calling, but he knew by that time he was too old to cross over that threshold and go into Major League Baseball.
Interesting.
Now the left fielder, Harvey. Outfield playing pretty shallow. Clips the corner. That's strike 1. Hilton Smith thrived in high-pressure situations like this. He shined in several East-West All-Star games, and he dominated the Homestead Grays over 5 shutout innings in Game 2 of the 1942.
Bases juiced. We got to make sure we get out of this jam.
Marshall in the box now. Takes strike
Double
1.
play ball would end it.
Yeah, Boog, and then a few years later, Hilton tossed a complete game win in Game 5 of the 1946 Negro League World Series against the Newark Eagles, who had Larry Doby and Monty Irvin.
Take the strikeout.
And Hilton got a hit and scored a run for good measure.
And first offering is fouled off. Swing and a miss.
Love how the guy up there in the mound did not panic after loading the bases. Went right to work, got 2 quick outs, and he's got to bear it out just to get
Painted that.
Got him.
All right. I think we got just one more. Got a New Jersey.
Hilton Smith earned a reputation as being Satchel's shadow, the legendary Satchel Paige. He would oftentimes come in and relieve Satchel. Well, Satchel was the draw. So Satchel's going to pitch 2 or 3 innings. And who came in and pitched the last 6 or 7? Hilton Smith. And all the old timers in the Negro League say, if you're going to get anything, you better get it off a satchel because you weren't going to touch Hilton Smith.
Ah, the handoff. Three innings, strikeout 2, don't give up a run.
And now the right fielder, Terry. And a pitch. And a curve drops in for a strike. It really does Hilton Smith a disservice to think of him only as Satchel Paige's shadow. But Smith always knew he was just as good on the mound, even if Satchel was the box office main attraction. Can't connect on the curveball, struck him out. At the plate, Cole. First pitch, and that's in for a strike.
Yeah, there are a lot of major leaguers who found out just how good Hilton Smith was, too. In 1937, he threw a shutout against a team with Bob Feller, Vince DiMaggio,
all right,
and
2
Johnny
quick outs.
Mize as part of a
Strikeouts are done.
And in all 3 games he pitched,
Now we just don't got to give up run.
Run off him. Gordon in the box now, takes strike 1. Next offering is in for a strike.
Hilton was so good in interracial games over the years that Mize and Stan Musial
Strike out the side then.
He had as good a curveball as they've ever seen. High praise coming from 2 Hall of Fame players.
Parker, the next to hit, takes low for a ball. Next offering is in for a strike.
You know, for him being a known two-way player, there just wasn't a lot of hitting in this.
Strike 2.
Benny really sells the changeup with that arm action.
The next offering misses. The count now 2-2.
Ooh, that was a filthy pitch.
And now
He ain't gonna hit that one.
And there's a foul ball. Smith wheels and deals. Splits the plate. 0-2. Bounce to the right. O'Neill handles this one. Takes it himself. Hilton still looking very sharp for KC. Klein stands in now and watches strike 1. And he's down 0-2 as he swings through it. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And good.
All right, so we're cruising along. One more inning, and then we'll be all done.
All set to start the 9th in this one. And now the catcher comes up to hit.
And we can check out our rewards.
Swings and misses at the first pitch. 0-1. Next offering is down low. And that is ball 1.
Good zip on that fastball at the bottom of the zone. If he's there all day, it's going to be a tough one for the hitters.
Strike 3, got him swinging. 2 outs to go for Hilton Smith, who's just been terrific in relief of Satchel. Adams swings through it for strike 1. Corner infielders guarding the lines, trying to prevent extra bases. Next one misses, and that's ball 1. Swings through that one out in front that time.
As you can see, I'm pretty much just a strike thrower. I don't believe in a lot of balls.
Trying to get something going for him with 2 away. Yeah, he swings and misses.
Which is probably why I struggle so much in multiplayer. I just want to get him in there. I throw balls when my accuracy's off.
The 0-2 from Hilton. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. The tying run at the plate.
Ugh.
Stays alive.
I thought that was going to finish him off.
2 down, nobody on.
That one did.
Hilton Smith with a great relief outing to seal.
All right.
It is Hilton Smith who is credited with having introduced or recommended Jackie Roosevelt Robinson to Kansas City Monarchs owner James Leslie Wilkinson. Hilton had seen Jackie playing against a white military baseball team that had major league players on it in 1942. He quickly recommended Jackie to Monarchs owner James Leslie Wilkinson. When Jackie gets discharged from the military in 1944, he writes to Monarchs owner J.O. Wilkinson, and Wilkie gives him a tryout. He makes the team, and he joins the Kansas City Monarchs in 1945. Many credit Hilton Smith for introducing us to the man that would break Major League Baseball's 6-decade-long self-imposed color barrier.
See, that's stuff I didn't know, and I just love that part of this whole thing. All right, so we finish it up. We get this 90 overall Hilton Smith, which is pretty sweet. It took us about 31 minutes or so to do that entire thing and get this 90 overall card. So I'd say that was a pretty good for a little amount of work. So we got some other stuff too. So let's see what our rewards are. We'll have to go to the Diamond Dynasty page, and we'll just take a quick look. Alright, we're going to open that one last. But, so this is pretty much what you get from doing every one of these. You know, you'll get some stadiums. Get the old stadiums. You get Forbes Field with this one. We'll get some icons. Bat skin. It don't really matter much to me on these. I've got the ones I already want, so just pick them up. And then let's see if there's anything good in here. Nope. Cedric Mullins I already have. But hey, we can always sell it. Sell it for stubs. All right, so thanks for joining me for that look at the Negro League moments. I really enjoy that mode, and I think that if you're any sort of historian, you should check it out. You know, earn some rewards for your team, and just enjoy it. I think it's great. So thanks again for joining me, and until next time, may the odds be forever in your favor, my friends.